Are you feeling confused about vitamin D? Because the media is hyping it up that you need to be supplementing high levels of vitamin D all winter long here to not get sick. But should your vitamin D levels really be high all year around? Does that make sense with the different seasons? So going back to thinking about living seasonally, and before we had vitamin D supplements, our vitamin D levels would not have been high all year round. They would have fluctuated with the seasons unless you lived close to the equator where high levels of vitamin D were available from the sun all year round. So in that case, yes, your vitamin D levels would be pretty steady and pretty high all year round. But if you live off of the equator, they're going to fluctuate all year with the seasons. And to me, that makes sense. So just some quick information on vitamin D. First of all, the best, most natural source is coming from the sun, but it is not always available at equal amounts throughout the year. So when the sun rises in the morning and when it sets at night, it is at a 0 degree parallel. As it goes up through the day, it rises to a higher degree, and on the summer solstice, it will be at a full 90 degrees at solar noon. Any other time of the year, it's going to be a little bit less. So where I'm located at like the 39th parallel, when we're at the winter solstice, it only rises to about 20 degrees or 25 degrees at its peak in the middle of the day. So it varies a lot throughout the day. When you are between 0 and 10 degrees, you are only in infrared. When you are between 10 and 30 degrees, you are in UVA. And when you are above 30 degrees, you can get to UVB. So UVB light is the only type of light where you can absorb vitamin D. So when we are above the 30 degree angle, you can be absorbing different amounts of vitamin D. Obviously, the higher the angle, the more your skin will absorb. So right now, I think my sun is only getting up to maybe like 35 degrees at its peak. So while there is a little bit of vitamin D available, it's nothing like it is in the summer, and that's okay. And there are shorter amounts of time. It's only available for like 2.5 hours right now, whereas in the middle of the summer, it might be available for like 9 hours. So it really fluctuates depending on the seasons, and it's meant to do that because when you're not absorbing a ton of vitamin D, that is letting your body know that it's winter and it should be making more melatonin and it should be doing more cleansing and restorative processes. It's not in summer growth mode. So other ways to get vitamin D besides the sun are from certain foods like egg yolks, raw dairy, lots of different seafood such as wild-caught salmon, salmon roe, shrimp, tuna, oysters, things like that are great sources of vitamin D. And then obviously there are synthetic forms in pills. In my opinion, that's not a great form. It's synthetic. It's not highly bioavailable. You're just going to pee a lot of it out, and you're creating unnatural levels of vitamin D. So if it is winter and there is a lot of darkness and cold and your body is trying to be in rest and restore mode, but you're trying to keep your vitamin D levels at like 60, which is more like a summer number, again, that can be very confusing to your mitochondria and to your circadian rhythm and stuff about what season it really is. And you're just creating chaos in your body because it's confused. So in my opinion, I would say download an app called D-Minder, like reminder, but D for vitamin D, and follow that information to keep track of your vitamin D levels. And you will watch them fluctuate and see that it's okay. I would, especially in the winter, try to eat foods with vitamin D in them if you can, and get out in the sun as much as you can to get some of that natural vitamin D on your skin. If you feel the need to supplement, obviously, to each their own. But I would just be kind of aware of thinking about, is that really helping my body or is it creating a little bit more confusion? So anyway, have a great day and hope everybody is getting some sunshine.